Hey folks, thank you for tuning in. I know that I always say I'm never gonna keep up with my video journal, but today's Christmas, and I really want to get something off my chest. December 25th, 2016. My daughter's still sick and she's still in the hospital. Um, right now I'm heading over to my girlfriend's house to go have a Christmas dinner, since I don't have anyone to spend Christmas dinner with or whatever else. But in the morning time, my daughter, she wakes up. She woke up early like usual, and at the hospital. And the plan was between me and my ex that we were going to, get there early when she wakes up for the most part, set the tree up or set the presents around the tree, and surprise her whenever she walks back in. Like have the nurse walk around the unit real quick, and then surprise her whenever she walks in. That happened. And she woke up like around 8:30, I think. So I my ex, they have a little thing across the street from the hospital where she stays at for free. I'm staying in a condo through Airbnb. Thank God the Air Force has allowed me to stay in down here. Shout out to the Air Force for that. But anyway, I'm about 20 minutes from the hospital. So, I text her, hey, I called the hospital, she's awake, I'm heading over right now. So, she's waiting at the security front desk before I come in, so I guess we all want to come in together. She's with her stepsister. Go in, we do the surprise thing, and, start opening presents. Let me give you some backstory. I don't know if you guys know what a Jack in the Box is. It's a kid's toy, right? It's a kid's toy. And the backstory about this is I bought a Jack in the Box for her, a Curious George one, and I let her see the video. This was about a week and a half ago. To prep her, to make sure she's not afraid whenever she sees the real thing. And my ex, she was like, "That's creepy. I don't want her watching. I don't want her looking at it at all. It's creepy." Mind you, I had already bought the toy. I was like, I already bought that shit. So I just wanted to prep her before she even sees it. And she loved it. She loved it. She loved the video. She kept asking me to see it again, see it again, see it again. So I was okay, I guess it's going to be a hit. Cool. Come today. She's opening up presents, and finally she gets to the Jack in the Box. And in my mind, I'm like smirking. I'm like, shit, here we go. Because, I'm thinking it could go well. My ex she could just blow it off, whatever. No, that's not her. She's a baby mama. She's a woman who likes to start drama. She's all about drama. Christmas Day in the hospital. Bailey opens the presents up. Oh, she's surprised. She's like, oh my God, I know what this is. She's like, Daddy. She's like getting me to try to turn it, and I'm turning. And while she's opening it still, my ex, he grabs the toy and says, no, she's not doing. She's like, we can do this later. And she takes it, and Bailey, my daughter, she's screaming. She's like, no. She wants to get it. She's crying for it. And I tell her, I was like, let her have the toy. She was like, you're trying to, my ex, she was like, you're trying to defy me. You're trying to defy what I say, go against what I say, or just to piss me off. It's a creepy toy. She doesn't see it. In her mind, I'm like, she's not creepy. You think it's creepy. She doesn't. She's not crying. She wasn't afraid of it when it popped out. It's a kid's toy. And most of the time, they don't make creepy kids' toys. Well, sometimes they do, like Five Nights at Freddy, but this wasn't a Five Nights at Freddy type of deal. It was a Jack in the Box. So she finally gives the toy back to her. And to her surprise, as soon as it pops out, she laughs. Like she jumps and laughs. And she kept on wanting to do it. She wouldn't let when my ex tried to let her open up more gifts, she didn't want to. She wanted to play with this Jack in the Box. And I had to say, oh, it's asleep. Mr. Monkey's asleep. It's a monkey Jack in the Box. It's not like a clown, but it's a monkey. And I was like, oh, Mr. Monkey's asleep. He'll come out later. So we open up more gifts, and that's pretty much about it. It gets to me because, I think it's interesting because she wants to try to control everything in this child's life. She thinks that Bailey is only hers. Like she's the mother, and whatever mom says, that's it. And I feel like the hospital tries to comply with that. I've been at the hospital since the day she got sick, minus the days that I had to go back to work to base. are, you know, days like today where, you know, I'm splitting it up between spending the morning with her until she falls asleep, and then having the afternoon with my family. And I feel like the hospital tries, like, conspires with her. You know, I don't know what she tells her. I don't know what she tells the hospitals and nurses while I'm not there. And frankly, it's none of my damn business. You know, I'm not gonna ask about it. But I feel like there's certain nurses that, like, enable my ex to, one, act the way she does, manipulative, like a baby mom. She cries and tries to manipulate people like a baby mama. Tries to use a child against the dad like a baby mama. And she is, for lack of better words, fucking crazy like a baby mama. And I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm not dad of the year, or I'm not the perfect man, because I'm not. I would be lying I'd be lying if I said that. But for these young dudes out here who are in these relationships, talking about having kids at a young age, just make sure you know who you're messing with. Just make sure, because if you don't, man, you're gonna end up like this. Not necessarily at the hospital with your kid, but you're gonna end up in a situation where you have a kid with a crazy motherfucker, a crazy ass bitch. You're gonna end up having that, and you're stuck with that. You're stuck with her for life. For the most part, you're stuck with her until the child reaches 18, or you know. Yeah, well, pretty much. I mean, you're still gonna be having to communicate with her, but you're stuck with this woman. You know, you have to. You have got to make sure you know who the hell you're messing around with, because you know you can end up like me. You know, if I could take it back, I would in a heartbeat. I would have never met the bitch if I could take it all back. If I could take it all back and never have to meet her and her family, so there's no drama, no nothing, I take it back in a heartbeat. But I can't. I gotta live with my decisions and my responsibility as a dad, and I'm trying to meet that expectation. I'm trying to every day I try to walk in there and try to make sure I can put a smile on her face at least once. At least once. That's a goal. And as much bullshit that my ex tries to throw at me, and as much bullshit I gotta pull up with the hospital staff too, some of them, you know, it's a miracle. It's like they don't want me to be there, and they hate that I'm there. Well, let me tell you this. I ain't going nowhere. I'm gonna be in that kid's life until either I pass away or Jesus comes for rapture, because no, I'm being a dad. So that's a little thing, you know, a little video message. That's about it. Hope you guys like my shirt. I made it myself. It says ho ho ho. Yeah. Have a good day, and Merry Christmas, Buona Natale, Feliz Navidad, and sign language. Ciao.